Hello everyone. Oh, there's like a shadow on my face. Hello everyone. So gosh, I look white with these lights. I'm down in the basement again, and it's been, I'd say 4.5 weeks, probably exactly, that I recorded a video on like looking at my micros, like a closer look at them. It's time to water them again. So when I came down here, I was like, well, let me record an update. It's been quite a while, and I'm sure things have changed a lot by your perspective, you seeing them. It's January 1st. Happy New Year's Day to y'all. But I did want to pop in here also and mention that Ben has created me some more shirts and stickers that I find incredible. I'm going to throw up a little screenshot of me going into my shop. So if you go right below, see where it says Jen Joy Shop, and if you click on that and you click on any t-shirt, it'll take you, you might see some t-shirts with like Jen Joy tomatoes or whatever. If you click on one of those shirts, it takes you into the shop. And I believe you have to scroll down to get to the newer stuff. I might be wrong, but some really cool stuff, really cool stickers. One of my favorites is, because it's kind of like one of the shirts that I got from Inspired Garden Life, which I'm sporting one of their shirts. And there might be some really big news in the works about us collaborating. Oh, I'm so excited. But okay, back to my shop. One of the shirts I got from them said that if you want me to listen, talk about tomatoes. And it couldn't be more true for me. And there's a kind of a little saying, Ben bought me, I'll put up a picture of it. I think he took a picture of it, an apron. And I was like, oh, I love that saying. I want that on a t-shirt. So he put it on a t-shirt for me. So there's that shirt, which I'm about to make a big purchase. I have to buy my shirts from my shop, just like you do. So I'm about to buy my own stuff. Now, I will make a little commission off my own purchased shirts, but and I just want to say thank you for anybody that does go into my shop and buys any of my shirts or stickers, or I think there's sweatshirts. There might be bags, like little tote bags, but if you buy anything, I do get a little kickback for that, so thank you so much for supporting me in that way. But let's get into the actual video that I'm supposed to be recording right now, and I'm procrastinating, flapping my jaws. All right, so we're going to start off with over here first. So these are starting to kind of take off and look pretty good. These are the propagated, what is it called? Wandering Jew, I can't remember. But yeah, they're looking pretty good. I've got 3 of them. There's another one that's over there under the lights. And then my basil, I had to bring it over because look how full it's gotten, and it's gotten tall once again. But I'm thinking about propagating some more of it. So like these really tall ones, if I just pinch them off anywhere, right? Which is what I did last time to make this as full as it was. Pinch it off anywhere, and then I shove this whole part down into the soil. And you want to make sure you keep your soil moist when you do this, because this will make roots. See how this one kind of got bushier? But yeah, there are, so like these that are shorter, those are the ones that I just stuck down in the soil after I clipped them. So they're doing well. You just got to make sure you keep your soil wet. But yeah, that's what I'm going to end up doing again. Of course, you could, instead of propagating it, use it. So this is, I forgot to tell you, it's New Guinea basil. And it is, oh my gosh, it's really pretty. Some of it like looks different. So it's purpley. Some of it's just straight green. It's almost like, I don't know if it's a landrace variety or not, but it's awesome. I shouldn't say that because it's probably not, and I'm just talking ridiculously. Okay, this one over here, which is about to get moved. This is Nano's meatball. So it's over here by its lonesome right now, but it's getting too big for its britches, so it's going to have to go underneath the other light. And again, like I need to come and clean up some of these a little bit, which is why I'm down here. Yes, so some of the leaves are getting a little dried out or falling off, and it just needs to be cleaned up a bit. But Nano's meatball right there. I've got 2 of them. There's another one over in a pot with one. It's in another pot with Lauren's tomato, but it's got flowers. So we've got flower action on Nano's meatball. And then if you remember, oop, I'm falling. In the back here, if you remember, I just up potted those. I think I showed it in a vlog, or maybe it was the first. It wasn't the first video. I can't remember, but I up potted them and they were looking really rough, and they're bouncing back. They're still not great, but they're bouncing back. So I think I over fertilized. Maybe it's not enough fertilizer. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes. Sometimes the sickness looks the same, but they're getting bigger. So there's that. So this one here is Leprechaun Rob. So this is named after Lauren's husband. And then this one here is Carrot Minnie. So this one is doing really well. It's already got flowers on it. So I'm pretty excited about that. Nice big flowers too, but I love that foliage. Isn't that just gorgeous? And then this one here is Hope's Heart. So this is named after a wonderful friend of mine who is just extraordinarily big-hearted. And I'm so happy that she has her own tomato named after her. So I am, you know, it's looking good too. It's probably it's one of the biggest growing. Next to this one here, which is Mini Marzano. So Mini Marzano, yep. See, the foliage is starting to green up. It's not as purpley as it was before. So they're all bouncing back. And then in front of those, these three are just, I don't know about these three. Puck, both of these are Puck. And they've struggled like the entire time they've been growing. Now Puck does have some fruits on it. I do need to do a taste test because they're starting to ripen up. But I feel like Puck's done. Like, I do not see, yes, the foliage is just kind of falling off now. I'm not sure if it's going to bounce back or what, but it's really having a rough go of it. Both of them. This one's a little better, but even still, it's just, they don't look great. So I don't know. The one beside it is Candy Berry. So, ooh, gonna be taste testing this one. All right, so the next row is got my pot of Pinot, which I need to get all these peppers off of it. This was infested with white flies, and it's still not looking great, but I think it's bouncing back. I have been spraying. This is soapy water, and I feel like it's doing a lot better. It was looking very yellow, so they suck the a lot of those that are on it are dead, but they suck the sap, and then that's why the leaves start to look disgusting like that. So if you start to notice that little marks and stuff on your foliage, you might have a white fly infestation. But yeah, it's really gross. These two here are looking just devastated by it. I'm probably just going to save seeds from these and then tear these out, because they're not doing anything at this point. I don't think there's any like green, really. Maybe just a tiny bit there, but they're gross. So I think I'm going to get rid of those and plant something else in these pots. But yeah, I've been taking this up as well. I've rinsed it twice. So I think it might be okay. Behind it, we have, what is this one? This one is, I like the bushiness of it. It's really cute. This is Chubby Bunny. And it's doing well. This is the whole Chubby Bunny one. There's a little bit of diseased foliage that I'm going to get off of here. But overall, that one is looking very lush and gorgeous. Just needs a little bit of cleanup, and there's lots of flowers on it now. The one beside it is not chocolate stripes. The one beside it is another Chubby Bunny. So both of these are Chubby Bunny. And they're both doing well. They both got some. This one needs staked. This one's a little bit wobbly. And then here's some more of the others that I had recently up-potted. As you can see, my sticky tapes are working well, but they are up top starting to look better. So they were looking a little rough. You can see the rough foliage that is now like it's ready to be taken off. But yeah, the up top part is nice and green, so I'm hopeful these will bounce back. And apparently there were what looks like peas. These look like sugar snap peas popping up. I'm not sure. I think it's funny, but I may. So there's 3 of I didn't even tell you what it was. 3 purple boys in here, along with some possibly sugar snap peas. I just reuse soil. Yeah. This one back here, which again, it did a good job of bouncing back. It's looking a lot healthier. The foliage was looking, you know, rough, pinky purple, yellowing, and now it's looking good. It is creamy yellow micro, so I'm excited for this one. They're happier now that they're in bigger pots. Okay, so these two got some ripe tomatoes on this. This one is it Louie's Baby Tiger? I think Louie's Baby Tiger. But yeah, some taste testing is gonna go down. So there's 2 of Louie's Baby Tiger in here. And this one here is quite significantly bigger. So these aren't quite as ripe as these over here. Let me show you. So you see how dark they are? Ooh, they are pretty. Okay, so as I was cleaning this one up, this one here is another candy berry. These seem a lot smaller than the other one that I'm going to show you. It's over in another area. The candyberry is known to be unstable, and these look like they are going to be just kind of teeny tiny compared to the other ones. Interesting. But while I was cleaning it up, I knocked off one of the Louie's Baby Tiger. So I thought, it's almost, let me see if I can show you. It's almost fuzzy. I wonder if that's why it's called tiger, because the fruit is kind of fuzzy. Do you see the fuzz? Let's taste it. So I'll probably do another official tasting with Ben, but I knocked it off, so. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's yummy. That's so yummy. That is packed with old-fashioned tomato. Old-fashioned tomato flavor. Oh my gosh, I love that. Wow. I am really loving how my micros are doing this year. I think I've got the fertilization going there. Oh, that is good. That flavor lingers. I've been adding molasses to when I fertilize to the water. So molasses, there's where is it? I'll show it to you when we get over there because it's over on the other side of the basement. But I think that's helping sweeten things up, since I'm just using store-bought potting soil. There's not a whole lot of nutrition in it, so I have to make sure I fertilize to give these plants something to eat. And then in hydroponics, they say to put molasses in after the when the fruits are ripening, because it'll help sweeten up the fruits. And so I've been doing that with putting it in my soil too. I think it's working because they are sweet. They are, oh, that's a good one. Okay, Ben's gonna like that. Ben's gonna love that. And beside it, which again, I've got some more ripe fruits, need to be tasted. This one here is Henry Harrington's bush cherry. And it's just loaded up with fruit. Oh my goodness, I really need to taste test those too. Taste testing time. But yeah, it's not getting much taller. A little bit of disease going on. This one beside it is the same thing. I don't see any fruits on that one. Let me check. Here it is. It's fruiting. It's starting to fruit, but there's nothing right to it. And then in front of that, which these fruits look so stinking cute. I'm so excited for it. Candyberry yellow. So do you see the shape of those? Aren't they just adorable? And I swear I'm seeing some slight antho right there. Do you see that? I don't know. But yeah, there's a bunch of fruits. So we'll be tasting this one here soon too. But it's very compact. I like that this one is very squatty. And it's just covered in flowers. My golly, lots of flowers. Bunches of fruit down there. Okay, so we're on the top row here, and I'm just going to pull them down so I can show them a little better. So our first two right here, these are some that I up potted. This one is Napaz. the second, I guess. And it's a tiny little thing, but it is doing really well. And then beside it is Bunny Hop. So there's Bunny Kisses, Bunny Hop, and it's bouncing back. The foliage was looking kind of rough. And as you can see, the top is looking good. So if you want to know if your plant is doing good, look at the top leaves. That's what counts. If the green is looking good up top, then you're going to be all right. And then I didn't plant anything in here yet. Then back here, this one is Roadside. So Roadside Micro. It's, oh shoot, I don't need that anyways. It was looking rough too. As you can see, the rough looking foliage is now falling off, but it's got flowers and it's doing a lot better. And beside it, again, there's the rough looking foliage coming off now. This one is Chocolate Bunny. Oh, there's Chocolate Bunny too. So yeah, up top, looking great. It's almost outstayed its welcome on this shelf. It's getting close to the top, so it's probably going to have to be moved over underneath my other lights. So let me get these moved back up, and then I'll get the other 3 down. All right, so scratch that. I'm gonna do them one by one. This one is just massive. Is there 2 of this in here? Yes, there's 2. Okay, so I've got 2 plants in this one. I believe this is a 3-gallon pot, and this is Yellow Cap Micro. I really like this one. It's got lots of ripe fruit. I need to do taste test on it. Look at how pretty bright yellow they are. It needs a little cleaning up, but it is doing really, really well. Lots of flowers up on the top here. But yeah, look at those cute little fruits. Looks like they start off that shape, but then they end up really rounding themselves out. So I'm excited for this one. And then beside it, this one is the one that keeps trying to grow lettuce. So I just keep picking the lettuce and eating it. This one is, where's the tag? And it's got 2, and they're very squatty. So they're like not even, I don't know, 6 inches high, maybe, if that. This one is Mighty Mini. It's definitely mini. It's a good name for it. And again, ripe fruits. I think I need to do taste tests for pretty much everything at this point. Gotta get to it. And I will be doing it within the next few days because I go back to work next week. My time off to play with all my plants over the Christmas holidays coming to an end. All right, let me clean these up and I'll get the next one. Okay, so now we have Limelight. So this is one of Brad Gates', I believe it was 2023 new varieties. He released it this past year, but it's starting to get fruit on it. Lots of flowers. Doing really well. I'm excited for it. And then this one here. Oh wait, I skipped this one. What's this one? Dynamite Delight. Another one of Brad Gates. So Dynamite Delight. It's got a lot of extra shoots coming off of it. A lot of, I guess I should say suckers. There's one fruit. It's got a really fun shape, if you can see. I'll put a picture up what it looks like when it's ripe and fully grown. But as far as like tasting, it's still working on it. So yeah, this one's not, I can't remember if I think I planted this with the first wave, but it's just super bushy. It's what's happening. Do you see all of that? Like, lots of suckers. And then I don't know whether I didn't mess with it enough, but the fruit down there didn't get pollinated. So inside there's not a lot of movement, and you got to move your plants. You got to jiggle them if you want to pollinate the flowers. This one I'm excited for. It needs a little cleaning up. So Bunny Kisses. Yeah, is that right? Yeah, Bunny Kisses. Look at all of those flowers. My golly. So let's get them all pollinated. But yeah, I need to clean up the yellowing leaves. But that's Bunny Kisses, and it's very compact. There's 2 of them, so one here and then one right here. All right, and then this last tray, I've got one of my little cucumber plants. They're getting ready to take off, so they're starting to send off their little tendrils. So I need to get these, have something for them to climb up. But yeah, they're doing well. It looked like I need to get a bug trap in here. I see stuff kind of floating around. Then the one beside it is Micro Bell. These need cleaned up a little bit. So right here is damage from they got too close to the lights when they were younger. But I'll just take all that stuff off of there. But there are some quite large fruits on it. Oh, lots of ripe ones down here. Goodness. They're hiding. Whoopsie. So this needs to be taste tested as well. So that's Micro Bell, and then the one beside it is this one. Oh, we've got fruits falling off of it. Oh, dang, and rotting. Another Micro Bell. I need to pay more attention. So yeah, there's a fruit right there getting quite gross. So we'll save seeds for that one. This plant is not looking spectacular. There is a little bit of green up top and still more fruit. So I'm going to give this one the benefit of the doubt and try to, I'm going to put it in the front and try to baby it a little bit and see if I can salvage whatever's happening. But I need to get all those ripe fruits off of it for one thing. All right, here are the few pepper plants that I up-potted. They don't look fantastic, but these new leaves are looking better than these. So I'm hopeful, but this is all like weeds. I just need to pull this stuff up. I just haven't gotten around to it. I will. I showed you these, and then I've got my other cucumber plants. Yeah, they really need to be staked. This one's coming over here trying to eat my cat's cat grass. And then there's the other carrot mini that I took out of the hydroponic unit that looked like it was just not doing anything. And then here is my cactus plant that I bought my daughter, and I don't know if you can see, but I can see that little white hair there. I believe it's rooting, so cool. And then here's all the rosemary and the thyme. Now I was wondering, so this could be the problem for the peppers and some of the stuff here too. This stuff looked rough, like it looked like it was struggling, and I couldn't figure out why. Until I realized, like, I'd never seen these lights turn off. And so for probably 2-3 weeks, these lights hadn't turned off. And I remembered when I had family here for Thanksgiving, I was turning these on and off myself manually. So the timer there, you can set it to just having the outlet on, and that's what it was set to. I didn't have it set to timer. So there, it's like got on and then timer, and I had it on. So I think that that's why some of this stuff just looked burnt. But it's looking better now that the lights are, because your plants, they do need a break. They'll grow with light, but they need rest just like people do. You got to give them a little break from the light. Otherwise, they look rough, which was what was happening. So I got that fixed. All right, now we're moving over here to what is my jungle. Let me move my shoes. So these poor babies, they need watered. I don't think I talked about my lights. I did a little bit. So I got some new lights that are like the color spectrum lights. And then I have them to where I can raise them up. So my first video, I hadn't hung these up yet, I don't think. Or had I? Can't remember. I'll have to go back and look myself. I think they even need to be taken up further now. That had them like way down low, and then as things grow, I keep raising them up. And it's just creating more of an area where I can put things, so I am. But this one here is Lauren, and she has got some massive flowers. This one looks like it's going to be like a fused blossom. But she's getting real big, and she's sitting with Nano's meatball here, which I don't see any flowers on this one yet. Oh, wait. Nope, there's a couple. So a couple flowers. Oh, that one didn't get pollinated. Dang it. Hopefully this one will. Beside it, which I've got a ripe fruit on it, this is another Betalux. So we did just taste test these two. This is Betalux, and oh my goodness, these jewel beetles are getting bigger as they go. Look at that. They look bigger than the ones we taste tested. Look how big that one is. Jiminy Christmas. Okay. Okay, so let me scoot these out of the way. Gave everybody a quick little fertilization because I was getting looking at them. I was like, oh man, they look really dry. So this one I'm so excited about. This one here is Dynamite Delight. So I think I got another one over there that I showed you. But look how pretty. This one's ripe. Look how big that is. That's a huge and gorgeous. I cannot wait to taste test this one. Look how pretty it is green. So that's it green. And then right there it's a little orange. Get these leaves out of the way. And then it gets red, really pretty, like fire, like a dynamite. So it's doing okay. It's got a little bit of disease on a couple of the leaves here. This one here. So I'm going to pinch that off there. Beside it, we have Veroni Glaze Crow's Eye. So it's getting nice and tall, and it's just now getting some flowers to it. So there's a little bunch of flowers, there's a little bunch of flowers, and the other one over here, bunches of flowers. So it's getting, it's branched out. So I've only got one in here, but it is branching out. And then beside it this is Spunky Bird. Spunky Bird has got a bunch of ripe fruit down here that we need to taste test. Look at that. Look at that. Does it come to a little point? No. I'll have to look it up and make sure this is what it's supposed to look like. But it's covered in fruit. Look at that. Fruit, 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 fruit. Still tall fruit. So this one is like up to my hip. So it's getting pretty tall. These back here, we've got some more tall ones. Little red and black. So it's exactly like the name says. And I see some pests, so I'm going to need to put some sticky things here. Got a little red and black. You can see the black on the top of it there. And it's ready to be taste tested. It's fallen over. I've tried to stake it. It's just getting taller and taller, but there is a little red and black before it's ripe. How pretty. The one beside it is two little red and black, so they're pretty tall. This is little red and black. This one's getting real tall. That one's probably over 2 feet at this point. Beside it, this one's struggled. It has just been struggling its entire life. Both of these, there's two of them, and Maya. So Maya, I'd say mini dwarf. This thing's huge. But I don't know whether the seeds were diseased or what, but it's just always struggling. Then my gorgeous, my pretty Allure. It's got some big old fruits in there. You see those? Oh, I'm so excited. Nothing's ripe yet, and there's just flowers all over the thing. I'm so excited for it. And then beside it is, I believe this is Candyberry. No, this one is Avita. So Avita is covered in red fruits, and it's got that cute little pointy tip shape. The chartreuse one. Now, I don't think Kina, her tomato that was named after her, is supposed to be... I think it's supposed to be potato leafed, but chartreuse leaved, I don't know that. But is it not gorgeous? I mean, look how it stands out with everybody else. Bam. So it's not sick, it's chartreuse leaved. It's really, really pretty. Then beside that, we have another Lauren, and Lauren is got, again, these massive flowers, very, very tall. This one's, I'd say, 3.5 feet now, and I got some big stakes in it. Beside it here, what is these? These are Limelight. So we've got Limelight, and it's got, I don't know if I can get you in there to see all the tomatoes, but there's a whole bunch of tomatoes right there. You see those? And I believe it's a green one ripe, but those do not look like they are ripe yet. Beside it, I've got a couple, what is this one? There's tons of fruit on those. And that one is Orange Russian. So Orange Russian Micro Dwarf. The one here is getting pretty tall. And that one is not. So we got like a squatty one. And then we've got one that's actually growing up tall. This one has two Paulinchens, which has got a ton of fruit that we need to taste test. This plant is gone. I don't know what happened to it. I think it got overshadowed by the one beside it, but it too also has a bunch of ripe fruits on it. So that one's going to be taste tested. And then beside it, we have, oh, we're almost finished. Yes, I'm so hungry. Emerald Flame. So there is bunches of fruits on Emerald Flame there. Look how pretty those are. Excited to try it. And then my tomatoes. So this is Jennifer and Jennifer, two Jennifers, and they're covered in fruit or flowers. So yeah, a lot of them didn't get pollinated, it looks like. I need to come down here and mess with them more, but yeah, so Jennifer's doing well. I'm a potato leaf as well, just like Kina. Guess Lauren's the one that's not potato leafed. So I'm going to finish watering these. So I need to raise my lights up because I think they are getting too close to Jennifer, my tomato. So I'm going to raise my lights up because I think that the lights are getting too close to Jennifer, who's the biggest girl of all of them. And actually Lauren's giving me a run for my money. She's like tippy top. So I need to tie her up again. But go check out my shop. See if you like any of my shirts. Let me know what you think. If you have any ideas, I'd love to hear them. I'm so washed out because of that light. Let me back up a little bit. But that is going to be the second well, I guess this is the first update, but the winter indoor growing video, January 1st. I hope you all enjoy your day, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.